Okay, so everyone on the planet has got spiritual guidance, okay? Guidance from the spiritual realm, helping and supporting you in your incarnation, in your life journey. Now that might be spirit guides, it might be angelic support, it might be ascended masters, it might be all of that. The important thing is not to get too fixated on exactly what it is and to try to name it and label it. Just appreciate that there is an essence, the component of higher intelligence and divine support that is there for you to call upon. You don't have to try and live your life through your mind alone, working everything out, and you don't need to feel alone, like you're the only one that can make things happen for yourself and that you don't have support. That's not true. You do have support, and I really want to encourage you to just tune into that and to feel it. You know, there's an amazing quote from A Course in Miracles which says something to the effect of, why would you flap your tiny sparrow wings so hard when you've got the wings of a mighty eagle behind you? And so that notion is really true, and I really want you to think about that whenever you get into adversity or difficulty and you're trying to find your way out of it, or when you've got a really big vision of something exciting you want to create and you're not sure how to go about doing that. You don't have to do it alone. So let's talk about then, how do we call in this spirit guide support into your life? You know, there are many different ways that you can do it, and there'll be many teachers and many videos and many resources sharing with you different ways. And I see sometimes people get a little bit stuck and think, well, what's the right way, and which one should I follow? And what I want you to know is that that's just your mind trying to analyze it all. And I will tell you, there is no one way to access your spirit guide support. There is no right way to do it. And I'm going to give you a simple technique so that you can just remove all of that analysis and all of that worry and all of that concern, and you can come back to a place of faith and trust in the way that you're going to do it, okay? When we talk about all the different ways that you could go about reaching your spirit guides and talking to them, what you need to understand is they're all just processes or methods that you can use, that you can become familiar with to reach out for spiritual support. It's like, think about it like you can pick up the telephone and call home. That's one way that you can reach the guidance of home. Or you can send an email, or you can post a letter, so you get where I'm coming from. They're all just modes, different ways to reach the same destination, the same outcome, the same support that you're looking for. So it doesn't matter which way you do it, okay? The important thing is that you have a way, one way that you feel comfortable with and that you get familiar with, and because it's familiar, it becomes your go-to process for calling home, okay, for calling in your spirit guide support. And that's what I want to encourage you to get comfortable with today. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just make it really, really super simple for you. There is no meditation process I'm going to teach you. There are no mantras, there are no affirmations, there are no words, there are no prayers. It's nothing about that. I'm going to tell you one really simple thing. Speak to them. Speak to them and ask them to show up in your life. Ask them to give you guidance. Tell them what is worrying you. Speak it. Speak it out loud. Speak it inside your mind, or write it in your journal. And it is simple as that. Now, what people automatically do is they worry, well, what if they're not hearing me? Is there some other way I'm meant to do it? Just cut all of that out. You are physically incarnated at present, and you're in physical body, and what happens is when we're in our personality selves is that we're used to hearing things audibly and seeing things with our eyes and operating in the human being nature. The realm you come from, the spiritual realm, does not operate like the third dimension. It is not physical, it is not tangible, it is not operating in the way that we operate here in the physical world, okay? It's an intangible realm with a level of communication that is beyond mind and beyond body. And just trust me, your spirit guides hear you. They hear everything that you're saying. They hear everything that you're thinking. They're surrounding you like an entourage 24/7, 365 a year, okay? And you need to remember that, and please trust in it. So when you want to call in your spirit guides, here's what you're going to do. I don't want you to think about what they are again. Spirit guides, angelic support, ascended masters, you don't need to name them. A lot of people do want to name them, and they want to find out which angel supporting me, what my spirit guide name. You know, there are ways that you might be able to get that information, but you don't need to worry about that. That's getting into the labeling and naming. That's the mind wanting to box it. Just know that you've got an entourage, and that if that entourage wants you to know their specific names, they'll tell you and you'll find out. But right now, the important thing is to call them in and to speak what it is that you want. For example, you may sit down in your chair, on your bed, you may be lying in bed, you may be with your journal, and you say, Spirit guides, this is what's up. This is what's on my mind. This is what I'm concerned about. This is what I want guidance with. This is what I'm trying to create, and I'd really love to co-create it with you. How can you help me? So what you're doing is you're conveying the information just like you would with your friend or your boss or your family member or your partner, the same way. Now what you need to understand is in the next step is they're not necessarily going to communicate with you in the human being way, okay, because they're not currently incarnated in physical life experience with you right now. So they're going to communicate the way that the spirit realm can reach into your life. And I'm going to put a link below to a video which is called How the Universe is Sending You Signs, which is another video on my channel and on my website, to help you understand how spirit, how the universe, how the oneness to which you belong is trying to speak to you and help you with guidance, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to ask for support, and then you're going to pay attention in your daily life to how it shows up. Pay attention to things like animal totems in your life. Pay attention to things like people and information randomly showing up at a convenient time to help you. You know, synchronicities, coincidences. You'll see in the video about how the universe sends you signs, things like song lyrics playing in your head. These are all ways that spirit is speaking to you. It's not going to show up as necessary clairaudient messages where you hear a booming voice saying, hey, you asked for guidance and this is what we're telling you to do. Some people have got that spiritual tap turned on already, and it's a gift they've got that they can hear, clairaudiently hear spirit very clearly, and that's so awesome. If that's not how you experience spirit realm, that's okay, it doesn't matter. Your spirit guides know how you need to receive information. Your spirit guides know if you're not tuned into clairaudient. They will reach you in another way. They will reach you through your other senses, okay? So what you need to remember is that before you incarnated, your spirit guides and you had this all sussed out. Okay, you had it all sussed out. You're going to come into life. We'll support you. We'll send you information. We'll send it in a way that your mind and body can understand. Don't forget, they said, you need to pay attention. You need to pay attention in your daily life, be present, and be tuned in to how life is speaking to you, okay? So watch the other video on how the universe is sending you signs. Take this information and that video and apply it in your own life. Don't worry again about how it is that you do it. Like literally, when I speak to my spirit guides, I just chat like I'm chatting to a friend. I'll be like, hey, this is what's up. This is what I'm not sure about. This is what I need some guidance on. Can you please help me with that? This is what I'm creating. And I have a conversation. And then I'll sit in silence. I might get some intuition about something. I may do a meditation and I might get a vision about something, but I don't worry about that if it doesn't happen, because I know they'll reach me. I know they'll send someone, something into my path that will catch my attention. I'll be like, hey, there's an opening. That's what I needed for that vision that I wanted to create. Or that's a problem I've got. Hey, there's a solution. It has turned up. Okay, so if you need any help with this, you can pop comments into the comments box below and I will reply to you, I promise. If you found this useful, please do subscribe to my channel, as I'm regularly sharing information to support you with your mind, body and spirit balance. I'm all about helping you to unleash your inner peace, your freedom and your success. So thanks for joining me for this, and I look forward to keeping in touch.